Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mike and this is Game Night with Mike, and welcome back to TUG. TUG received an update to alpha version 0.3.1292, and as you can see in the lower right hand corner, I am running the 64-bit version. It received this update late in the day on August 8th. It is now August 9th, and I am checking it out. It's a moderately large download. I don't know the exact size, but it did take a couple minutes to download, a lot more than previous updates, but this has a lot of new stuff. So I'm going to be taking a look at this for the first time right now while I look at the patch notes, and just to give you guys a look at what it actually looks like compared to what the patch notes are. So one of the things right off the bat, and I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, is that you want to make sure you don't get too attached to worlds that you have because, well, just like in this update, fix for sharing worlds created in 32-bit and 64-bit. This means old save files will no longer work. So I went ahead and deleted all my old save files, and I am starting a new one right now. Ooh, we have a pretty little loading bar. That is another one of the new updates, is a cute little loading bar that just went from 0 to 100% immediately. Alright, so as we can see, we are in. Now, textures have received an update. We've also received an update to the inventory. We can see that. They did some new art for the terrain, and we apparently have new items as well. A lot of the fixes were bug fixes, performance improvements, etc. But one of the notes, a couple of the notes were they added new particle fix for digging, many particle system improvements and control. So let's see what that new effect is for digging. A couple people, oh, hello. Well, that's kind of cool. Now that is causing a little bit of lag on my end, but I am running at a good 25 to 30 frames per second in a windowed mode, so it's not horrible. We are still getting a little bit of lag, but it seems to be, just going off my gut feel, slightly less than last time. Again, depending on how far I move, and I think this relates to sort of the chunks that are updating. It does seem to lag on that, I think. I think that's what it's based on. Let's see some more of these particle effects. Looks like you have to get past the outer layer in order to get them in some cases, and they are dependent on what you're digging through. So we've got dirt ones, let's see here, and I think Q raises you. So if you're flying, Q raises you in the air, and Z lowers you. Those are your altitude controls. Let's dig. What's another material we can dig in to see this? I don't see anything else. So I got this grass, cool grass swirling, and then you have the dirt effects as well. Alright, so let's take a look at the inventory and see what the new items are. We do have, lots of new items. We have ores now that we can put out. That may have been in there before. You will notice that these items have gotten some serious texture updates, graphical updates. That is awesome. We've also had an inventory management screen update, which was sorely needed. Yeah, that was needed really badly because the older one was just blending in with the background in a lot of cases. So, let's see, what do we have here? Runestone, grave bricks. Let me go ahead and add a runestone to there. I'm noticing a little less lag on this section, which is cool, because there was lag in this area before. We have seashell. I guess that means we're going to see some oceans soon, hopefully. Guys, are we going to? We have coconuts, we have boulders. I do not remember the whole boulder. I do not remember boulders being in there. Okay, so let's see here. Scroll wheel, what I would expect to be working for the items is not. Let's see. Oh, here we go. My shift key was apparently stuck. So scroll does go through there, and then shift scroll will change the size. If you have something selected that can change size. Now these boulders cannot be changed size, it doesn't look like. Left clicking is rotating it, and then I can do that. I can't stack them on top of each other, but these would be kind of cool for a makeshift wall that you could build, or yeah, that would be a good wall. I was gonna say, or a castle wall, but that's the same thing, right? Still a wall. We have these gourds. These are kind of cool looking, very mysterious. Look like they're going to do something horrible to me when I eat them. Seashells. Awesome. And then we have runestones. Now, what is this runestone about? Okay, this was already in there before, I think. Yeah, this was definitely in there previously. And what's cool is that the pattern is such that it automatically forms the shape just like that. That is pretty cool looking. Let's see, there we go. Let's see, they added normal maps, so let's take a look at the torch and see what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and change the time to, let's see, 2000. And we'll do the torch. There you go. Check out that lighting. Now that is pretty cool looking. The particles on the torch could still use a little bit of work, but I'm not going to fault them too much. I love this update. This is very nice. Performance-wise, things do seem to be faster in terms of standing still. Walking around is definitely creating some issues, though. Hopefully that gets fixed in an update that's coming soon. But for now, that is pretty cool. See, going down the list some more, fixed a major crash with the Win32 version. That's good for folks who are using Win32. The UI hotbar now has pages. Shift up and down arrow to change. I'm not seeing that working, unfortunately. I am hitting shift and up and down arrow, and nothing is going on. So I can, however, if I hit I from my inventory, go up and down like that. But shift up and down is not working there. So maybe I'm missing something. If somebody else is in the alpha who's watching this can tell me if I'm doing something wrong, that would be awesome. Looks like we do have some more stone options. It's hard to tell, for me at least, what's new or not, just based on the fact that there's so much, based on the fact the art has changed so much. Let's see, frozen mud, sand. Let me see what rock looks like. I want to go back up to space 1, and we'll take a look at clay, and we'll take a look at desert rock. And finally, we'll take a look at snow. I want to see what the particle effect for snow is whenever I destroy that. Whoa! Hey! No! What's going on? Right click was stuck. That's definitely a bug. Right click was bugged out. Alright. Let's change the time back to morning so we can actually see what's going on. And I will put snow here. And destroy it. Oh, nice. Nice little poof. So I did see on the forums that a few people, it looks like, are having some issues, or at least one person is having issues with the new particle effects, creating some slowdown in their game. And that's to be expected. That does look like quite a lot for just destroying one block. So, again, it's alpha. It'll be optimized. Don't worry too much. Let's see, desert rock. I'm loving the new look of this stuff. It's definitely a nice improvement. Another thing to keep in mind when you update to this version, there is a new launcher required for this, and there will be another new launcher. Hopefully, the last new launcher will be coming out on Monday. So let's see, tomorrow's the 10th, 11th, 12th. Should be Monday the 12th of August. From the notes inside the latest launcher, it looks like they're hoping this is going to be, or it looks like they're sort of expecting this to be the last launcher update, and this will allow the game itself to update itself, to update the launcher, instead of you having to re-download a new one every single time. So that'll be nice to have. But this is really our first true launcher update that we've had since the game started. Granted, we've only had one patch since the game came out, one or two. So, but there you go, guys. That is a look at what is new in the latest alpha of TUG, published late on August 8th, 2013. So just a quick summary for you. We do have new formats, or something has been changed with the versions so that old save files will no longer work. I didn't test that. I just took their word for it, and I deleted my old save files and created a new world. So again, don't get too attached to the worlds you're creating. I said that in a previous video, and I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it. Don't get attached to them, because this will happen. They did update the art. They added normal maps. You can see that in the torches that I went over. They added some new particle effects for digging, which is pretty cool looking. Maybe causing some performance issues for some folks, but they are pretty nifty. We do have particle limits option in the video settings, which you guys can try to see if that helps out with the performance issue, but again, if you still have it, it's alpha, so it's okay. It'll get fixed. Just be patient. UI hotbar has been changed some. You see down there in the inventory hotbar, the look of it is a little bit different, and we do have multiple pages. Shift up and down is supposed to change up and down between those from what I can tell in the patch notes, but it doesn't actually do anything for me. So we also have new items in the inventory list, and they added a bunch of new performance enhancements and some bug fixes. So all around, quite a nice little update. Nothing in terms of really quote-unquote game content, like being able to craft stuff or things like that, but we're still very early in the alpha. So right now what we really should be hoping for and looking for are improvements like this to actually get the game performance-wise improved so that we can play it without having massive lag every 10 steps. But it's looking very good, very excellent. I love the look of the new update. I will be checking this out some more and let you guys know if I stumble across anything else that appears to be different from previous update versions. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Mike, and this is Game Night with Mike, and I will be back with more TUG videos very soon.